out of Texas Tech, was overall a 6th pick by Phoenix. Oh, that is a sweet stroke from Rob Dillingham.
Sometimes you get emotional during games. You're not supposed to be emotional. You're supposed to be, right? That was the best advice I got before I got to Phoenix. They said, Cheney, you got to shoot the shots, right? How can he? Ooh, good pass.
And the finish by Jesse Edwards.
He's impressive. Just a young guy playing with his head up, right? Little hezzy right there, sees the guy, gets the double team. Coaching buddy said that Rob is the steal of the draft. You know, they think that he is going to make the biggest impact quickly on, in the NBA for the Wolves. I think, that trade.
We had Rob Dillingham in the open, and he has certainly delivered what I like now. And the rebound to Minnesota.
Orlando's offense is very bogged down right now. They just can't get anything. Oh, good.
Lob and a finish by Miller. Meanwhile, no such offensive struggles from Minnesota this afternoon.
No. Sees that guy step up early, hands down.
Our first look at Coke Yat, wearing number 13. Dillingham, a leaning.
Oh, come on, bro.
3, it's through. Dillingham, man, look at these handles.
Good.
Rises, fires, and fills it up.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Dillingham against Maladone. Gets the screen. Nifty handles. Leaner. Glass. Bottom.
Look at this. Just get the big man's feet moving. Get him backing up. Nice little floater. Big Greg up here hacking.
Greg Oden.
Big Gio.
Marcus Cousins. Shot clock down to 3. A sweeping hook. Up and in for Eastern. Dillingham, short shot clock. Down to 5.
Oh, he's supposed to go.
No problem for Leonard Miller. Getting in the middle of that zone.
You're not going to beat a zone by dribbling. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Orlando the turnover. Dillingham's 3 is through. Dillingham makes the turnover pay off. 3 of 6 from 3. After being just 5 of 19 in the prior 4.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
to the reverse off the baseline out of bounds.
That's not supposed to happen in an NBA game? Oh, man, that's going to tickle me all day.
Dillingham crossing over on the attack.
No.
He scoops. He scores.
Come on, man. He is playing the point guard now, but he's aggressive. He creates opportunities for his teammates.
Wow, Miller with the finger roll. 18 for Miller on 8 of 11 shooting.
Rex has somebody at that height.
Minnesota's lead is 6.
Oh, wow.
Wieskamp.
No.
Got another one.
Come on, man.
Joe Wieskamp, 3 of 3 from 3 for 13 points. Culver had it knocked away.
Shoot that.
4-on-1. Dillingham lobs and Nix finishes it off. Dillingham, shot clock down to 6. He's doubled. Out of the double. Miller drives on Maladon. Got to the cup and finished.
That's a good move by that guy.
20 by Miller. Minnesota 56% from the floor. Culver, Euros, sets up Huff for 3.
Ooh, if he dunks this.
Which he does.
And you know how we always make mention of Kentucky players, Stu?
Yeah.
60th Kentucky player ever drafted in the first round. In the first round. Bronny James played a year at USC. You saw him quite a bit during the summer league. And he'll get a lot of cheers and a lot of attention. Pretty good defensive player, but he can't get to the basketball there. And it's knocked down by Dillingham. That's Minot, who's wearing number 8. Dillingham will back it up. Got a pick by Garza. Pull up over Hayes. Beautiful. Christian Wood, of course, missing a lot of size, and somebody who can fire it also from the mid-range and outside like Minot does right there. As what Jalen Brunson has been going through, and of course Jalen is such a huge part of what the Knicks are trying to get accomplished now. That one's leaned in and scored. That's a nice move by Dillingham.
The world knows about the NBA.
Oh, yes, they do.
That's why we have so many players from around the world
crossover
in
that
the
time.
NBA now.
Yeah. We just saw the Olympics, and a lot of guys didn't even play in that. I know anybody who's watching who's a Wolves fan, that's one of the reasons why they're tuning in. They were hoping to see Julius, I'm sure. Step, throw it down, 2 big steps and score.
Over
Guess what? We saw it again right there. D'Lo not the best of playoffs last year. Dillingham, rookie. He says it's a skill that's hard to find. Dillingham, there's a talent that's hard to find right there. And he goes up and under to score. Unscoreless, he's 0 for 5 tonight. On the floor, 3, down. Steps over Hood Shapino. We're coming up on the halfway mark of this fourth and final quarter. 3, 2 in a row by the Wolves. My glass was half full right there.
Mine was half empty.
Here's Dillingham. Crossover. Trying to work. God, he works. Hood Shapino all the way to the rim. Late in this game. Christie, that's blocked by Minot from behind. Never saw him. Here we go. Score.
Leonard Miller with a nice find. A very good scorer during his career, but Rob has been a scorer his entire time. Katie knows a little more about that.
Yeah, but you know what I love most, guys, is when he was texting Mike Conley after he was drafted. We both know, all of us, that Minnesota's calling card is their defense, and if Rob Dillingham's going to make an impact, he's going to have to be able to get it done on both ends.
Absolutely, Katie.
Family. And it's really cool to see those family wishes and dreams.
And Naz Reid on Joker, that's when they were able to have success.
Dillingham, players have to deal with when they make the transition to the NBA is the consistency. Sure, you can do it for 2 games, 3 games. Can you do it for 6 or 7 games in a row? The great players can. But for Draymond to play himself into that role for the Golden State Warriors, where NBA steals and blocks were not recorded as official stats.
Right.
He didn't make changes. The three-point line didn't exist. Did you go back and measure where guys were? No. Dillingham.
But still a lot to be played for, especially for the young players on the floor.
Dillingham lets it fly.
But no match there on the interior for Orlando Robinson.
That was a great find by Nate Williams, too. Dillingham.
Miller reading the passing lanes, and speaking of great job reading, how about Rob Dillingham attacking the paint, recognizing Leonard Miller going along the baseline, putting it up to where only his teammate can finish it all. And look, normally I only call them floaters when they miss.
Dillingham on the take.
Here's Dillingham in the backcourt. Terrence Shannon Jr. with a nice drive and a finish.
That's what I'm talking about.
The 27th pick. Dillingham. There's Leonard with it. Miller right away drains the three-pointer.
Such a good player with Joel Embiid, and when Ben Simmons was still rolling, that was a nice team that they had. Jesse Edwards jets to the rim that time and gets the roll.
I think they'll call it a 2 with a foot on the line.
Gotcha.
Minot driving the baseline. A nice athletic move from Josh Minot. We've seen it all preseason.
And it's not been on little volume either. I mean, he's 8 of 14 from outside of the arc in the exhibition season.
He's letting it fly.
Yeah.
Dillingham, speaking of letting it fly, Rob Dillingham just walked up into that three-pointer, found himself open at the top of the key, shooting allowed. And as you know, JP, there are only 30 teams in the NBA.
How about that?
Keita Bates,
Yeah. And people, they don't care which way you do it because they're so used to having it mispronounced. They're fine with the mispronunciation.
Loose ball corralled by Luka Garza. And here's Dillingham. There's a look at Rob Dillingham and what he can create offensively. There is a Denver player that we have not seen yet tonight, Trey Alexander. Ooh, a nice finish by Jesse Edwards, who's made a little bit of a noise when he's been on the court as well tonight.
The other thing, too, is you got to start making some roster decisions here, too. This is the last preseason game, so some...
Knicks had 14 points in 13 minutes. Dillingham. Oh, back and forth, lost the defender. And how about that move from Rob Dillingham?
I think Mike Conley might be a hero of his. I mean, they're cousins.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
I wanted to hit this so bad.
Hey! Jalen
Love
Hart.
it.
Baseline three-pointer for Clark. Finger roll, no good for Strother. From the corner, Dillingham hits it from distance. That noticeably impressive. Dillingham. The three falls for Rob Dillingham, who's done a really nice job tonight.
They're in Navy with their trademark lime green trim. I'm calling it trademark, I don't know. Oh, nice play. Great body control and hands from Leonard Miller on the feed by way of Kansas. Swing pass to Miller out top. And it's Dillingham stroking the three. I mentioned tied up at 5 apiece. Dillingham handles it. You're talking about a college player who, as a freshman, had a 30% usage rate. Real ball handler, as we know, with the Timberwolves. Dillingham, 6'2", shifty. Bounces into a three. That's up, that's in. Rob Dillingham. Screen by Minot, second screen. Comes out to Minot. He spins his way the way and finishes with the left hand. Wearing number 14 for Minnesota, hands it back to Dillingham. He's got Walker in front of him. Minot, corner three up and in. Whether they're nervous or not, that's usually just an assignment.
Yeah, right.
I got that guy.
I got that guy.
Dillingham, pick and roll. Edwards, two-hander. Dillingham. Didn't even wait for the screen. He doesn't need it to create his own shot. And it'll wind up back in his hands for an easy layup.
Get the fantasy opportunity the first time see you play, so there was a lot of excitement, a lot of nerves, but I think I did a great job.
All these years later, what do you know about this event that you can give young John?
For you, John, obviously you have the great podcast. I always see you with your kids. You're always in the gym. Can you speak to what's going on right now? What do you want your next steps to be? Because you look like you can still go.
In the draft, got Rob Dillingham, and he's a big vision thinker, and I support him by managing details and quality control, as it were.
Yeah. Here's Oscar Shibwe. And back to Ben Shepherd. He's bumped. That's stolen. It's Dillingham. 3-on-2. Knicks will finish for Minnesota. Once again, defense to offense.
Out in transition and bring everybody into the game. Obviously, they're bringing people in their program who fit the mold.
Shibwe harassed by Jesse Edwards, and it's Edwards running the floor and finishing.
After KG came here, the Timberwolves were down bad for a while.
Yeah.
Chris Finch and Tim Connolly in the leadership with Minnesota have them in a good spot. There's the rookie Rob Dillingham, who hasn't played a ton for Minnesota. Hauser missed the tray. Been shooting the ball better lately.
So he did go with a different, out of transition.
Dillingham rolls it in. Dillingham maintains the handle, somehow puts it in. Stats through three by Jason Stone Injury Lawyers, official injury law firm of the Boston Celtics. Injured, better phone Stone. Naz Reid starts the fourth with a tray. Dillingham.
Man, can't go underneath that.
They get it to the hands of the rookie. He's quick as a hit.
Whoa.
What a move.
Oh.
Missed it. Randall the O board. Reed kicks it out. Dillingham tries another.
I knew he was going to hit that.
Edwards and Eason, good matchup. Crossover between the leg dribble. Step back. Dillingham finds Reed. Driving and the hammer.
Been watching him for a long time because he was one of those Seattle products too. All those high school videos they have of him.
Naz Reid.
Goodness.
Cash money. Dillingham going at Green on the attack. Alexander Walker the pump. The midi. It's good. By mistakes, past mistakes, missed shots. Dillingham got a three.
I love it.
Rockets liable to have some lulls. Can Minnesota take advantage? They force a turnover. Edwards lays it up and through. 9-point ball game. Dillingham ahead to Edwards. Under a minute now in the third. Edwards downhill, puts it up, count it, and put him on the line. Setting up for an outstanding finish here at Target Center. The Wolves have trailed by as many as 18. Reed down the lane, flips it up and in. Thank you so much, Katie.
Chris Finch also talked about...
Oh, Dilly left alone. Boom! Brooks matched up with Dillingham. Now it's Edwards. Gives it back to Dillingham. Penetrating. Bumps it up! Oh, the Dilly to Gobert connection. Going at Fred VanVleet. On the drive, the blow by, and he got the roll. It was like he was standing still. 3 defenders in the vicinity. McDaniels off the heel. Long rebound to Dillingham. Floater. It drops. And the Rockets can dribble out the clock. They're going to improve as they get the easy dunk there. Wolves forgetting the crowd is going to boo.
Picasso with 2 good looks. Neither one went.
Sixers dropping into that zone, which we've seen throughout their time here in Vegas. Dillingham didn't get the roll. Got his own. Edwards calling for it. What a find, Dillingham to Leonard Miller. With an assistant coach that he would get 5 steals that night. And so he one-upped himself. Now it's Dillingham guarding McCain. Got his hands on it.
For a lot of whistles and a lot of free throw attempts.
They're coming to dinner with us tonight. Is that okay?
But you worked hard at dinner last night. Were you not talking to Jared McCain's uncle during dinner? That was very good research on your part.
Dill was one and done at UK this past year. Averaged 9 points. Now on a 2-way deal with the Sixers.
Philadelphia is still looking for their first offensive rebound, and Mr. Miller.
Percentage at UK, 44.4% from distance. Three-pointer falls from T.J. Shannon. Great call, Micah Nori. He became a star with his press conferences. Here's Dillingham. No looks at Miller on the 2-hand finish.
Would have had to been Leonard, I guess. Good look away pass.
I think he got him for hanging on the rim.
Yeah, well, guess what? That's a commodity. 378 from the three-point line. Haven't seen a lot of that yet tonight. Three-point shots have been elusive. Leonard's 0 for 4. Traffic right there. Philadelphia not really guarding the baseline very well.
Dillingham cashes out from the wing. It's a 3-point game.
You said that like you were surprised.
Dillingham trying to get by Mintz. Now Miller against Bona. He does more than just block shots. Dillingham on the recovery. Out to Miller for the tie. It's good. Sixers by 3. Dillingham for Minot. Nice patience of Josh Minot.
He's playing off the ball too right now. A lot more active, cutting, quicker decision making.
Turnover on Philly. Minot sets up Dillingham, who jumps into the right wing 3. No, Minot the putback. And is the bucket going to count? There's a foul on Philadelphia. Nate Green makes the call. Philly on this part of their journey. And I imagine won't join the team in Boston tomorrow night. Dillingham steps into a straightaway 3. Nope. Bona with a rebound against the Timberwolves. Sixers split the 2 games against the Wolves last year. Each team winning on their home floor. Nas right in front of his own bench, area to bury the triple. Dillingham read it well, scoops up the air ball, zips it inside, and with the layup. Running baseline, Rob found him. How about that? Dillingham to Edwards, and the Wolves now lead by 20. That's going to be one of the keys for the Wolves going forward is the internal development for Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels. With guys like Rudy Gobert, Mike Conley, to Rob. He'll pull up with a mid-range jumper. That's offline, and the rebound. Oubre had it, lost it, and regained control. How about a waist-high dribble for Jordan? I think as many as 21. Nope, 22. McCain with it. Spins on Dillingham, but he ran right into Terrence Shannon Jr. TJ forces the turnover. Timberwolves have it. Here's Dillingham, runs it up, high off the window, too strong, and McCain collects the rebound. McCain working against Dillingham, takes it right inside, lays it up and in. He was able to angle right in front of him and squeeze that shot off. 1 possession game. Dillingham back to Luka. Is going to try a three ball. Bingo. That's what Luka does. Dillingham, the penetration to the top of the key. Out to P.J. Dozier, who strokes the triple. Here's Dillingham, left open, deep three right side. It's offline. Rob has not had the shooting touch tonight. Started 12 of those. And it was Embiid and Maxey on the floor, and Tobias Harris, which you expect as Garza knocks down another three. Kill you at this level. 15 turnovers for 21 Philadelphia points. TJ out to Rob, up top, the three ball no. Dillingham, cold, numbers aren't there. Dillingham now explodes toward the baseline, back to a cutting Miller, the floater is in. More of a runner from Leonard Miller. And was able to put the Wolves up by 4. And again, the Wolves force a turnover here. Inside, Bona couldn't come up with it. Dillingham does. Leonard off the inbound, the man-to-man defense by Philadelphia. Here's Dillingham with it up top. Top of the key, out to Keita, left side, three ball is good. Keita baits Diop, the Wolves' 17th three ball of the night, puts them up 7 with 2:20 to play. But the smart play is to kick it out. Here's Dillingham, a drive. Oh, what a find inside as he got caught airborne along the baseline. He spotted Diop. So I think Chris Fitch and the staff will be very pleased with the ball distribution and the ball movement tonight. Three ball by Rob. Nearly a sold-out crowd in the 14,000-seat Wells Fargo Arena. There's Dillingham down the lane. The scoop high off the back iron. It drops in. 2 more for Rob.
Dillingham has played in this season. Randall just slicing through the defense. Saw an opening, got all the way to the cup. Substitutions all the way around and some valuable minutes for some young players like Rob Dillingham, who lets it fly. Are we done with Lou Malnati? Are we done?
I'm done with Lou Malnati, yeah. But it was TJ's high school friend who was the host of the restaurant who got us a seat because we were at the Timberwolves.
No, and the rebound, Dillingham, long lead pass. Minot has it flicked away, and goaltending is the call.
Top 20 player in the NBA. Well, he's going to move up after tonight, I would guess.
He's between Benedict Mathurin and Trae Young. So good for you.
Okay. Another bucket for Rob Dillingham.
Minnesota used to always lose that math problem.